Hey everybody, this is Yanni Collins and welcome back to Oz Living. Now we have a new crypto on the block here, and joining me here is Mohann. He's the Chief Strategy Officer at SoundIT. So Man, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
So Man, tell us about SoundIT.
So SoundIT is actually a audio-based social media platform that we're just building. We're launching next month. The whole idea behind SoundIT is actually to enable audio creators to monetize their content, and we're doing it in a very different way. So the whole SoundIT app is actually built on our own protocol, which is called the Sound Protocol, right? So the Sound Protocol is designed to kind of, the main purpose is actually to create a data privacy layer to basically build what we call a social graph on-chain. So that's basically the Sound Protocol, and SoundIT is our first app to showcase how that's kind of done. Yeah.
And what inspired you to create SoundIT?
Simply because we looked at what's available in the market space right now. So if you look at it, video has been disrupted from YouTube to TikTok, and then you have your text, which has also been disrupted from newspapers to blogs and whatnot. Audio itself has not been disrupted at all. Audio is still the same. It used to be radio, and then you have your Spotify and different applications which are nothing but really digital radios. So audio has a content piece, as a medium, has not been fully disrupted in a way that we think we can do. It has been attempted by various different companies out there in the most recent time, but I think there's still a lot of future, especially in the Gen Z audience, on how you can actually disrupt and really create a different audio experience for users.
Yeah, and this is the first time I'm actually talking to a person who's trying to disrupt the audio market. And so who are going to be the users? What are your expectations?
Right, so we're targeting a very specific demographics, right? It's the Gen Z audience. And we looked at data sets from last year. 80% of Gen Zs are actually listening to podcasts. Because Gen Zs are no more just your 15-year-olds anymore. They are between the age of 20 to 25 now, who have grown up and they're going into jobs and they're looking for content pieces to enhance their, career skills. And so a lot of Gen Zs were moving towards podcasts, listening to audio content, and there was like 80% uptake with over 195 million people just around the US region that are actually starting to listen to podcasts. And what we did notice, though, based on different reports, is that 73% of them dropped off within the first 5 to 7 minutes. So this basically showed us a gap in the market, that Gen Zs want to listen to audio, but they're not accustomed to long-form audio, right? So that's where we came in and we said, okay, we have something that we can building an audio platform that actually caters to that specific need of the Gen Zs. Yeah.
And what kind of opportunities are out there for the Web3 community in your platform?
So from a Web3 community perspective, whatever that we're building, whatever you create as an audio content from SoundIT perspective, as I mentioned, is written on the chain in blockchain, on our Sound Protocol. And the idea here is for creators and users themselves to be able to have full data privacy of whatever that they create on the platform is actually fully protected. I mean, obviously data is controlled, and they have full control of the data. They can decide how they want that data pieces to be monetized, or whether they want to have that data pieces to be public or not public. So monetization opportunities are huge in what we're building for users from a Web3 perspective. Yeah.
And you're launching on October 15. Congratulations.
Right. Yep.
So what are your steps moving forward to achieving your goal and scaling up?
Right, so we've got a huge, so we're marketing the way in the Web 2 style of marketing, to be honest with you, because the whole idea of our platform is to bring Web 2 users to Web 3, right? So we've got over 2,000 creators, which are from macro, nano to large and small mix of different influencers and creators of content that are ready to come on board. We're starting with that in October with 300 of them and then scaling all the way up. We have plans to enter into universities, which we already have tie-ups with, over 400 to 500 universities in the US. We're going to where the students are, where the Gen Zs are. We're having university programs, college programs with sorority clubs and stuff like that to really kind of spread the word of the app. That's another thing we're doing. Musicians as well. We have people like Soul King, who's one of our ambassadors, and a bunch of other big artists, platinum award-winning artists, who are also going to be on the platform, creating rooms, creating music, creating podcasts, different content pieces. So it's a huge marketing plan for the next 3 months. 3 months is going to stay in beta, and then we're going to be going public in January next year. Yeah.
Well, man, sounds like you have a solid plan right there.
It's good.
Rooting for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Yep, have a good one.